Uh, okay, finally started here. Was the live switch wasn't starting right away? It was delayed, and here I am, folks. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here along with the King of Chaos. King of Chaos.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Danny. Good morning. So I
So,
hear that Robin's not here. Well, people are not going to remember. People are going to show up late and say hi, Robin, and she's not here. For example, where's Mike?
good morning, Mike. Yeah, Robin's not here. Mike stuck. She's
You're frozen when you said that.
yeah. What else is new? It's the internet. I gotta
You
cancel.
you gotta move to a better place.
I gotta change the spectrum because Verizon sucks.
Well, I'm lucky what I got, but I really don't know how long. Who knows when I move? That might not be the case. But anyway, now what were you saying about where Robin is?
Well, she's in Woodstock, New York. Her granddaughter's birthday is today, and she left yesterday about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and she wanted to surprise Ariel when she come home from school. You know, she's 6 today, so she was Ariel was overjoyed, very
What a
happy.
terrible time to be a child. So these days,
Well, what are you gonna do? She's here.
nothing you can do about it. My niece just gave birth to my grandniece a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah. Well, you know what? While there's life, there's hope.
I don't have be honest with you, I don't have any hope for this world. And that's going to be one of my videos here. No, there is no hope for this world.
That's a John Lennon quote.
Yeah, he said that, but I don't agree with him. Well, there was hope back then when he said that, but not anymore. You know. So yeah, Danny, what can I tell you? I don't know, I feel like I was going to say something before, but I don't remember. I kind of lost my train of thought again.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot lately.
Well, it's part of getting older. I'm going to be 64 next month.
You're a baby yet. Are you kidding? Compared to me?
Well, I got to say, compared to you, you're going to be 70 in a couple of months. Wow.
Yeah, sucks. I don't have too much longer.
Yeah, well, hopefully you do, because I need the views on the show. I need the views.
Just make sure you have a nice memorial for me when I croak. You know.
Yeah. Oh God, that's a lot of work, a lot of editing I got to do.
No, all you got to do is show that video. At the end, he loses it. You know.
Yeah.
That's all you got to show.
Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I'm going to say hello to everybody individually. Pirate Gamer Boy.
Hello. Hi, Sherry Carter.
Sherry Carter. Hello.
Hello.
And Ronald. I know this isn't a Beatles discussion, but I did want to mention that Paul McCartney's new album has a title. Yeah, I know about this. The Boys of Dungeon Lane. I got to tell you something. I hate that title. If that's the title, I saw there was news popping up. There was a photo. It was like a photo that may have something to do with the album cover, and it had a sign that said "The Boys of Dungeon Lane." I'm like, Dungeon Lane is all right. The Boys of Dungeon Lane, that I don't get. You know, and Dungeon Lane. I don't even like Dungeon Lane, man. That's a terrible title, but it's really grim. But Christian, what's the good word?
Good morning, Christian.
Now, Mystery Train, you say, I guess you're happy that cash must be accepted in New York. Well, I haven't heard such a thing, but I'm glad. I know there's some places I've gone to, I think, where they don't accept cash, but
that's a lot of bullshit.
Cash is king and should always be king.
That's a lot of bullshit. They don't. Some people don't take cash because you can always say, "Well, you know, I'm sorry, I don't have any credit cards. You know, here's the money. Give them the money and just walk the other way." That's it.
If you say so. A new law just passed. Great, fantastic.
Oh yeah, we are being controlled. I'm gonna write a song about that. We are being controlled.
Yeah, well, the world's over, man. Thank God I don't have as many years as people like that are just born today. I mean, thank God.
Yeah.
James Farley, what's up?
Good morning, James. What's up, dude?
Okay, a more fitting title for Paul's new album would be "Live and Let Croak." Wow. Interesting.
Wow.
If Danny croaks, Joe could always use an AI of Danny.
That's right. That's right. Good
No, I
thinking.
don't believe in that. Nobody knows what's AI and not anymore, and it's getting really bad. In fact, there was the president of the United States wound up going to Graceland, to where Elvis was, and I saw a little clip of it. I didn't watch it. I saw it popped up, and I'm like, that's probably AI. See, we're at a time now where what's real, what we think is real, is actually AI, and what's AI, what we think is AI, is actually real.
Joe, excuse me. Give me 1 minute. I have to let the dog out.
No, you should be doing that before our show.
I just go to the bathroom now. I can't control when it goes.
We're in the bathroom. They don't go to a bathroom. Come on.
Yeah, same shit.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's the way New Yorkers talk. Dog is gonna go back.
Anyway, Danny interrupts our show because dogs are trouble.
Yeah, help.
All right, Paul McCartney could have chosen a better title. How about Another New? That sucks. That sucks too, Eric. Come on. And there's Beetle Eddie. Beetle Eddie. Yes, I saw the new Elvis movie, and I guess you don't watch my channels because I reviewed it twice. I did it once on my channel, Mean Mr. Mayo, which is about music, and I did it again on my movie channel with a different review. That's Mr. Cinemayo. I did 2 reviews of it. There you go. New 2. No. Because, first of all, the title of the McCartney album, called New, is about a new life, a new relationship. Everything's fresh. It's new. It's not about, this is my new album. That's not what it's about. Thank you. I hope you will check them out. I don't know if Paul officially announced his new album, but there's an album cover thing flying around, or floating around. I meant to say floating around. Floating around. That's got a really unflattering looking picture. It looks like the Penny Lane sign, only it says Dungeon Lane instead of Penny Lane, and it says The Boys of Dungeon Lane. Hi, Robbie. What's the good word?
Good morning, Robbie. So when is this album coming out?
There's no date yet, Danny, but it's going to be pretty quick, pretty soon, I think.
Yeah.
And I know you'll be first in line to get it.
Nah.
Danny, today not today. It's not going to happen today, but very soon I have to do something. We all have things we don't want to do and we dread. But what I have to do is something you never have to worry about, at least.
Yeah, and what's that?
Get a haircut.
Oh. Yeah.
Look at this mock. Look at that. Look at the grays coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, Robin cuts my hair because it gets pretty long in the back.
That's what all the bald people say. Yeah,
I don't like hair. I don't like hair over my ears. I hate that.
It's horrible. Oh, see, I tuck when I finish my hair, like I tuck it back.
Yeah.
Usually this is all over my ears. It tickles my ears, and I hate it.
Haircut.
See now we're gonna get hello, Paul. By the way, lately I've been not nice to Uncle Paul. Hello, Uncle Paul. But now we're gonna get all the people coming in that haven't heard us talking about the album title already, telling us the album title. Yeah, if that's the title, it sucks. That's a shit title, man. How about When I'm 84? I like that title. That title I like. Oh, that's nice of you to say that. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I still have it, but I don't expect. By the way, I'm saying it right here, so save your jokes and insults when the day comes. I expect to lose it eventually. You got to lose it eventually. I'm sure that Danny gets haircuts. If he didn't, he would look like Benjamin Franklin. Exactly. That is true. He's got hair. He's busting his balls, but he's got hair. You can see it.
Yeah, I'm missing it here.
When I'm 84 sucks too. Good morning, Marcus.
Morning. Hey, Marcus, bro. I love you.
My partner gets these big bushy eyebrows. I like to get the brush cutter onto them.
Yeah, some people have very thick eyebrows, you know.
Yeah. Paul's new album will probably be soon in time for a summer tour. Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, wait a minute. Isn't this the retirement channel?
I'm thinking that Paul's album's gonna come out in May. Yeah, you know, Danny, you're right about that. That's the problem when we do this because, you know, if there's news that's just hot right now, and this is the first time people are hearing about it, it's all we're gonna talk about. This is about lifestyle, life stream. Nah, this is a lousy title too. Get out of here. Yeah, if that's the title, that's a terrible title. Even Dungeon Lane by itself would suck. But when you add the boys of Dungeon Lane, who are the boys? You see the girls of Dungeon Lane? What's the matter with you? I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
Or boys and girls.
Marcus loves you. Marcus loves you. You guys belong together.
Thank you, bro.
Barry Manilow has a new album coming out, the first in 15 years.
Very good.
Danny's not interested because he only likes fake Barry Manilow.
Yeah, it was a good show. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, here's Uncle Paul still teasing things that he can't talk about, and I know something. I know something too, but for what's going on for Paul around that time, May 16th, I think. You know, but we ain't going to talk. We can't talk about it. Can't talk about it, unfortunately. But it's a big event. It is a big event in New York for Paul, and you can figure out what it might be. Hopefully, Two Legs don't convince themselves that it's a good title. Well, I don't know. I think they're kind of honest about it. There was that thing going on lately, which was really pretty amazing when Michael Nolan was talking about Paul's voice being shot, and he was talking about also the high price he thinks the tickets are going to be. Well, I agree with Michael Nolan about the voice. Paul's voice is shot, even though sometimes it's passable for an older man. Sometimes it's passable, but I don't agree with him on the ticket prices. I think he was out of proportion with them. But what happened was the guys over at Two Legs did a rebuttal, kind of telling Michael Nolan what they thought of his video, and then Michael Nolan did a video of their video, and that was pretty wild. Yeah. Yeah, since he wrote When I'm 64 when he was 20, he should call it When I'm 114. I think he wrote When I'm 64 when he was 15 or 16, but I don't know. Even though this is about retirement, you could talk about new music. News is something to enjoy in the free time that your retirement gives you. I guess that's a way of getting around it.
Yeah.
Well, now, what do you mean it will be released in April? You've heard a date that nobody else has heard? Tell us about it. Even the guys on the inside circle don't know about it. It's not a good title on first hearing. If it is the actual title, we might start to like it. Who knows? I like that it's not so sweet. It's not like, sweet sugar, I love you, or something like that, Elton John is 79 today. Really? Well, let me put it to you this way. It's 42 years ago today. 42 years ago today that I met Joan Jett for the first of a few times. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. Where did the 42 years go? 42 years? I met her at a club, the Malibu Club in Long Beach on Long Island, New York. She was there for a little ceremony, and that's when I got to meet her, talk to her, shake her hand, talk to her, get a few autographs. It was great. What a nice person she was. In Two Legs' response, he and Beatley Tone seem to be convinced that there's nothing lacking in Paul's voice. I can't agree with that. Well, I don't know. You see, I want to give them a break because I think what they say. I don't want to put words in their mouths, but I think their take is he sounds fine. The word they use is fine. Well, at least Andy used the word fine. He sounds fine for an 83-year-old man. And I don't know if I can agree with that, because there are other people that are in their 80s and later, like Tony Bennett sounded better, and Tom Jones, two guys that sound good. Granted, they didn't do the kind of screaming over their careers that Paul has done to shred his vocal cords. Didn't you have a bit of a hiccup? Yeah, a little hiccup. You know, seems like Nolan is a quick fire type of guy. I guess he was justified this time around, since Two Legs made the issue video. I don't know what you mean by issue video. Well, no, I think that Two Legs and Beatley Tone and Andy were right in being able to have a chance to respond. You know, the question is, what did you think of their response? It was a little harsh at times, but still, I agreed with the general idea of it. With the ticket prices are not as high as Michael Nolan said. And then I agreed with some of what Michael Nolan said. Michael Nolan was harsh too. It's good TV, folks. So I suggest watching it. But yeah, we had a little hiccup, and it wasn't anything big. It was just a hiccup where I said something that I will stick with, and that is that I think it's wrong, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, to have a channel where you have certain videos locked that your audience can't watch them unless you pay up every month. Pay a price every month, and I'll let you watch these videos. Now, that's not the same thing as people who like what I'm doing giving me a tip, or saying, "Here you go. Here's a little contribution for the channel." That's a little different. Now, you may say it's the same in the sense that nobody's forcing the viewers. They do it because they want to give from their heart. They want to give Michael and other people like Michael money. That's different. That's fine, but not either or. You can't watch my video unless you give me the money. If you want to give me tips, that's different, right, Danny?
Yeah, sure.
Danny, I tell you, man, Danny's quiet today. We got to
start. No. I'm on the wrong channel.
It's my birthday today too.
Happy birthday.
His voice is not fine. There's another comment or Lennon that he had, but I missed it. Where is it? I can't find it now.
How many times have we talked about Lennon's voice? Lennon's voice, Paul McCartney's voice. How many times?
There it is. John Lennon Airport is at Dungeon Lane. Oh, there you go.
That's what threw me off.
Okay. Did you get your taxes done yet? I'm getting them done today. What do you think of that? Is that all right with you, Mystery Train? Is that all right with you? No. I mean, Joan Jett, you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean.
No, we don't know what you mean, James.
Oh. So, Joe, do you think Joe's going to celebrate meeting you 42? Oh. Do you think Joan Jett is going to celebrate? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. If that's what you meant. Here we go. Joe, you mentioned that Paul has written some songs that match his old man voice. Yes, he writes to do songs that fit the voice. I hope that the new album is like that, with him singing in tones that don't stretch him too much. Well, me too. I'm really curious to see what the hell it's going to sound like, the new album. When you have people seeing him over 100 times, Crazy, you ain't not going to say he can't sing. That's a little distorted of a comment. I'm a little. When you have people seeing him over 100 times, Crazy, you ain't not going to say he can't sing. I think what you mean is, there are people that have seen him over 100 times, and of course they won't admit that he can't sing. I think so. Or Danny, let Danny in on this conversation. Come on, this is not catch up with Mayo.
It's a good break for me.
I would not say that Paul can't sing. He certainly can sing. His voice sounds damaged or worn, but yes, he can certainly carry any tune. and continues to be a great entertainer live. We said goodbye the night before. That's the come on, man.
He just don't know when to stop.
You know,
You don't know when to stop.
I mean, I'll say it again because you're going to get people haters on here because stop bashing our Paulie. The bottom line is there are times when I hear him and he sounded good. I'm talking about last year. I've heard some concert footage where he sounded good. Good. He sounded fine, like we say, for a man in his 80s. There's other times I listen to him and he's not sounding fine. That's about as fair as I can be about it. It seems to change from show to show or song to song. That's all I could say about it. Paul's definitely going to incorporate AI to make his voice sound decent enough on the album. I don't even mind that, to tell you the truth. I don't even mind that. Hey, Daddy, I was enjoying your story about your sister dating an Irish gangster and calling your phone.
Yeah, she didn't know. She didn't know that he was in the Westies. His name was he's gone now. Billy Beatty. That was his name. And one time he called at the house. I was very young. I hadn't moved out of New York yet. So I moved out of 69. I was 13. So I was, I don't know, I could have been 11, 12, 13, who knows. But anyway, the phone rings and it's Billy, looking for my sister Eva. And we didn't find out till much later that he was a Westie, but you would never know it. You would never know it. He was very polite, good personality, dressed clean. But they had they had Westies and they had the gang rivals, But the neighborhood was clean, no trouble in the neighborhood. Of course, you had a lot of Italians back then, a lot of Italians, like down Little Italy. Try to go down there and start any trouble. You'll be off the streets in seconds. You know what I mean? It's a very guarded community. But thanks.
Only 9 months till Christmas. Unbelievable. Where does it go? It was just Christmas. It was just Christmas.
Yeah.
Danny, not every day does Paul release an album.
Yeah, but I've been with these Beatles 60 years now, but there's a lot of great artists out there, a lot of great stuff out there. The Beatles been gone 60 years. Okay,
take that between the eyes.
You talk about them every chat. You could.
That's right, and you better accept it because it's never going to change. The Beatles are always going to be Beatles are always going to be discussion worthy, always for generations to come.
Yeah, for the people out there that make the money, all these people that release all this shit.
It's not just about the money.
Bullshit. I'm tired of it. I was alive when they were around in real time. I was around.
Yep. Dan, here's another poke in the eyes for you. You deserve it. You deserve that, man, with those comments. All right. Of course, I want Danny to be part of any conversation you have here.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Danny, I hope that you are taking better care of himself. We all want you to be around for a long time. He's not taking care of himself.
I'm not going to be around here a long time. So
what did we want to talk about? Remember I said, this, I can't remember. We were talking. I said, I'm going to bring that up, and I forget what it was.
We'll talk about your dementia. Okay, Joe, you've been very forgetful.
And so have you.
Can't remember anything.
Yeah, I'll catch you when you don't remember either.
Oh, so you were on Rachel's yesterday, huh? You did a good job.
Yeah, I was on Rachel's Ghost yesterday. Check it out. I was on
there. Very quiet on Rachel's Ghost.
You have like 6 people on there. You have to give everybody a chance.
The only thing I heard you say was IMAX at $2,000 a ticket.
I said a lot more than that. But anyway,
shit.
Whose Crimson and Clover do you prefer, Joan or the original? That's a very good question. My answer is I prefer the original. Tommy James and the Shondells. I much prefer the original. However, I do love Joan Jett's take on it too. I think she did a very good take on it. So I like them both, but if you're asking me to pick one to bring to a desert island, it would be Tommy James.
That's a great psych song.
Yeah. Ringo sounds better than Paul. It's a problem. Well, I'll tell you, Ringo sounding a little shaky, I thought, lately, too. I don't know. Ringo's not even sounding that good. Hey, look, I accept it. Ringo is going to be 86. 86.
You
Okay.
know, uh, if I was either one of them, okay, this is the way I would see it at their age right now. I would quit touring, enjoy the money you have. Paul McCartney's a billionaire. Enjoy that money.
Then you'd obviously, first of all, you're wrong, because in the case of both of them, let's start with Ringo. In the case of Ringo, he got sober in 1988, and he was just laying around doing a lot of nothing and partying all the time, and he almost died, and he was bad with abusing substances. So he got sober in 88, and then he asked himself, what do I do? Who am I? I'm a drummer. That's what I am, and I'm a musician, and I sing and I do it. So he started doing that. That's I think with Ringo, Danny, I think that's part of his therapy, to keep moving and playing tours and making new albums, and God bless him for it. And Paul, well, ever since he was like, what, 14, 15, it's been music for him. He can't stop, and God bless him for that as well.
But Joe, touring like he does is wearing him out.
Can I tell you something? He looks to me at nearly 84 to be in better shape than you at 69. Can I be honest with you?
Catch up to him.
It's starting to catch up a little, I think. I do.
Yeah, touring. Yeah, jumping on an airplane, flying here, flying there, this and that, getting ready for a show, all that stuff. It's a lot of pressure on him up there. But
the man is 84 anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm shocked at 69.
He's a great entertainer who needs to tell different stories at his concerts. I agree. It's the same script over and over and over, the same songs and the same script, and the same banter in between. It's really, really, really tired. That's why I'm not interested in jumping around from state to state or country to country and seeing Paul live. I mean, I respect those out there who I know who have fun doing that. I'm sure I would have fun too if I did that, but I have no desire to. You know what I mean? I have no desire to, but I'm not saying it wouldn't be fun, but I want different songs, different shows, different talking between songs. It's so rehearsed these days that it feels like if you've seen him once, there's no incentives to see him again. Well, maybe Paul will take a hint from Frankie Valli.
I seen Paul McCartney in 1990. The show was
every time. Yes.
What do you mean? Every time?
You say this every time. You're going to show the ticket too? It's like, I've seen him in 1990. That's too long ago. Okay, you're the other way around.
That's a wise ass, man. That's why. See, I start talking like that, and you yell at me.
That's right, because the reason. The only reason I yell at you is because of this, Danny.
I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity?
Yes, stupidity.
Yeah, Danny left the show. He decided to quit. All right, folks, I'll carry the show alone. No problem. So anyway, let's go. I'll change the title. I'll cut the Danny part out. We'll make it a Mayo Lays, if that's the case, if Danny doesn't return. All right. Where are we at here? Oh, Johnny's there. Maybe I'll bring Johnny up. Let's see. Look at Tom Jones at his age. Exactly. Let's see. Well, Danny can't answer this question, but since he's watching off stage, he can keep it in his mind for the next time. Danny, do you find Alice Cooper a little hard to see these days? The leathery old creased face with the makeup. I find it creepy, not in a good way. All right, hold on. We're going to put a link up here. Give me a second here. Copy the link. Paste. There it is. Mayo's long-term memory is good if you remember something from 42 years ago. My long-term memory it was great, and everybody will tell you that. Anybody who has issues after a while with memory will tell you, hey, you know what? It says, I used to have problems, remembering things long-term, but now long-term is really good. And they'll say, but it's basically the short term. That's it. People say they can remember old things, but not really recent things. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go. I went back with the question, so I got to come back. Okay, we did that one already. One of the Three Stooges films that always makes me laugh is when Curly is in a milking contest, like a boxing match. I remember that when I forget. I'm usually good with the names of the shorts, and by the way, I'm still very good. The reason that I don't really remember that title, although I know like all the Three Stooges titles of their films, is it's one that I watch very seldom. I'm gonna say it's Three Little Twerps, but I don't think that's the right one. I don't think that's right. Who was the French DJ used to come on Rachel's? Yeah, well, that's not. I'm not interested. Let's see. Hello again, Johnny. All right, that I'm a little mixed up with as well. I remember an early Beatles questionnaire about their likes and dislikes. Paul said that he didn't like shaving. I remember that too. I remember that. Yeah. I wonder if that was a joke. Actually, that might be from that National Lampoon magazine. There was a National Lampoon Beatles spoof magazine from I think 1978, 77, 78, and I remember it said, "Well, wait a minute, maybe you're right. Maybe National Lampoon put it as favorite hobbies, like favorite things that Paul likes to do, shaving hobbies, shaving, meaning because he never has any hair on his face, I guess, back then." Yep. Okay. With the new album, the set list will be different, hopefully. Well, I think if anything, he'll put some new songs in from the new album, but I don't know. I don't know otherwise. Let's see. Danny's done a George Harrison, left the group. Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. It's the best show ever. We need Goombas of Gore. Yeah, that was a one-off that we did on the movie channel. Goombas of Gore, yeah. Danny and I talking about slasher films and bloody films, yeah. I've always been good at remembering things past. I've always had a problem with remembering ahead, like when I should stop by the store after work to buy something that we are running out of. Yeah, well, if you're going to have memory problems, the problems are usually that. They're usually that you have a good memory for the past. Your long-term memory, it's the short-term. Good morning, Ramoga. I guess you want your trademark Godzilla. And there you have it. All right. When we get back to the comments. I think the question was in Roy Carr and Tony Tyler's and Beatles and Illustrated Record. Yes. To have a bit of Danny, you can run the clip of him singing Uncle Albert. That's right, I could. There was no movie show this week. No, I wasn't feeling it. Sometimes you're just not feeling like it. Hopefully the next show will be, on next Monday will be. Hope Danny will come back. Have to get ready for work. Have a great day, everyone. Okay, thank you for the little bit of time you always spend with us when you can. Danny has gone to pursue a solo career. It could be. And we're caught up. Sinatra is a good example of someone who sang good when he was older. Yeah, for a period, right? I still think his best probably era was with the Capitol years. No, could be. He could be going to get the Devil Dogs. You gotta understand, Danny. I don't know what. I don't know why lately, but he's getting like that. I think the other day on the phone too, he got like that. I don't know what's happening, Danny. For some reason, his tolerance is getting very low lately with stuff like this. I don't know why. Uh, well, no, it shouldn't. It shouldn't be more Beatle focused because after all, this is supposed to be the lifestyle channel. So, I mean, if Danny doesn't come back soon, I think I'm just going to end the stream because the only reason I say that is because it is supposed to be a Joe and Danny show. So, no use me just going on and on unless it changes somehow. So, it's okay. It won't be the end of any of my channels, you know. I got a text and got accepted to see Paul. So this will be my last time seeing him. You never know. You never know. Probably his computer went again. I don't get that feeling this time. I don't get the feeling this time. Hey, Zeb, what's up there? I don't know if he rage quit or not. Maybe, maybe not. One day he'll get a new laptop. Yeah, I think. Yeah, maybe. I think it's a problem with his laptop because he's got, he needs a new one and he's got the cheap service around there. Although I don't know. I think the service that he has, although the service is actually not very good, I think it's not cheap. I think he pays enough. I never walk with Danny because Danny and I don't live close to each other, so that doesn't happen. Maybe in the not too distant future, by the way, this is talking about friends and things. My friend Lou, I don't know if you remember Lou. I made videos in 2014 on my main channel with my friend Lou, and he is supposed to be coming back as far as getting together with me in April. That's the plan anyway. Supposed to get together. Are you eating much sugar as of the last 3 days? No. Prior to the last 3 days, oh yes, I was eating a lot of sugar. The last 3 days, no. Danny, the day when Danny and I meet in a video, we may not after today. Who knows? Anything's possible. Just give me a moment here, folks. I'm going to get my phone so I can just check something. I got to see if Danny sent me a message. Okay. I don't see so far. I don't see any message from our Danny guy. Just give me a second. I'll be right back on this. until I decide to cut it, which I may. Righty. Text from Andy Nichols telling me I don't get the McCartney album title. Well, we shouldn't have to get anything. What's it to get? You know what I mean? What's it to get? Should we have to get a title, or should it be easy? Oh, looks like Danny's back. Now we'll find out what's going on. If he was pissed or if he had a problem or if I don't know what happened. We're going to find out in seconds. But maybe he's just had enough, period. Danny, what happened?
I got disconnected.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's Robin. All the fucking problems we're having with this Verizon bullshit, fiber optics garbage. That it just, I watch a movie, it just start buffering. You are offline.
Danny, you got to spend a little money to get a better system.
What the fuck? You hear me?
Yeah.
I had the other page on. Yeah, the fiber optics is a lot of bullshit because for some reason it don't want to load. You know that red line that goes across that tells you what time you're at. Well, there's a different color, like a grayish, that usually follows the head. And what happens? I know when it's going to go offline when there's it comes to the end of that gray shade. It's going to buffer because the video is not loading. You know. And I never had a problem with copper fucking lines, but this fiber optic shit, and I'm going to change to Spectrum because this ain't working out. I have a lot of problems.
You have to do a show here, Daddy.
Even when they're talking on the phone, we get dropped out on the phone. You go, hello, and we're talking to somebody. So for a second, we get a drop out on the phone. You know, it's a lot of bullshit. I know what they want. I know what they want. They want you to go high speed internet for another extra $29. That's what they want to do. They want to get you frustrated because they have your thing running low. You know, I don't know what they call it. You know, your speed is very low, and they want you to raise it. But when you raise it, it costs you more money. That's what they're trying to pull on me. The hell you doing on the phone?
I was just responding to Andy.
Oh,
Andy was telling me how I don't get the title. The reason you don't like the new title is because you don't get it. And I'm like, okay, well, I responded. I shouldn't be required to have to get anything or figure it out like a puzzle, you know. Yeah, so your laptop's still in the box anyway.
No, we took it out of the box. Robin tried to set it up. It doesn't work at all. As was refurbished, and it's not working. And I'm going to go out and get another one, but I got a lot of bills right now. You don't understand when you have two homes.
Okay, opening day tomorrow, Pirates and Mets. Who gives a rat's ass?
Yeah. That's another thing you get tired of hearing. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, all that garbage.
Football's garbage. Baseball's not.
So garbage. Boring shit.
Hope everything's good with Danny. It's not, but at least we're
there's nothing wrong, mate. There's nothing wrong. The internet goes out. I told Joe in the past. There's no.
Oh, come on! You got mad. You got mad at the point when
I didn't get mad. I didn't get mad because you're just a jerk.
There you go. It proves it.
You gotta understand the jerk when you talk to one.
What can I tell you? You bring out the worst in me. You know. All right. Let's see. He's bringing out his own solo chat. Old devil dogs must pass.
Oh, there's one comment that I seen before I went off in reference to Cherry Carter as far as Alice Cooper. Okay? You got to understand, he's old. He's got wrinkles.
Always the excuse.
And he looks creepy. That's what he's supposed to look like. I've never seen Alice when I seen him in the 70s, 70, 73, 74, where he didn't look creepy. That's the way That's his image.
Well, I'll tell you, Marcus, it's too bad. If that's the case, it's too bad Danny came back.
Thank you, Marcus. You know,
Do I have dental problems because of things like sugar? Sure, I do, but not as bad as you would think, considering the fact that I don't. I don't smoke. That's probably I don't smoke. I don't drink. That's part of the reason I still have my teeth.
yeah, my teeth are bothering me. I got two cavities, one on each side. What's my blood sugar?
Hope it's up there to make it fun
Yeah, sure. I'm sure.
for your health. For your health, I hope it's not. That's a terrible number. 172. What did you
Not
have?
bad.
Devil dogs or toast before this?
No more devil dogs. I don't have them here.
Is your modem in the same room as your laptop?
Yeah, about 10 feet away.
Yeah.
The system is garbage. The fiber optics is garbage.
I have a joke about this, but I won't say it.
Song Lola is about a dog. Yeah, the Song Lola is about a transaction.
Yeah, we know what it's about, okay? Yeah. It's a joke. Everybody, oh, he's old. You got to understand. Yeah, the question is not why do people look the way they do, celebrities, or why do they sound the way they do. We know it's because they're old. The question is, why do they still do it? Not why they sound or look that way, but why do they do it then still?
Right. Oh, I love Lace and Whiskey. That's a great album.
Yeah. Did either of you collect Mad magazines back in the old days? I did.
No. I can't read.
They're too sophisticated for Danny, I think.
I can't read. I'm illiterate.
I'd love to see Joe's sugar level with all the ice cream and Twinkies, although there was a lot of it. But in order to do that, Marcus, what you'd have to do at this point, as of today, March 25th of 2026, you'd have to get a time machine and go back a week or more in order to do that, because I'm not doing that right now, you see. And because I still, hopefully, I don't know, till I get my next blood work in May, but because I'm not diabetic, my pancreas still works and I can take care of it, the sugar. But, I don't want to keep taxing it. I'm taxing it way too much. You know what I mean? Way too much, Danny.
Yeah, I don't think the meter goes that high.
Yeah, it was probably pretty damn high, really, right? The way I was eating those sugars.
Yeah. Stroke level.
Yeah. I mean, if I had been a person who smoked cigarettes or drank a lot in my life, I wouldn't be here right now.
I don't believe that.
I think I know my body better than you do, and I think that the only reason that it's putting up with all the abuse that I've given it with sugar and carbs is because it's in decent shape, because I haven't done smoking and drinking and drugs. That's the only reason. Otherwise, it wouldn't be strong enough, my heart and stuff, to survive. That's what I think.
Hey, what about Keith Richards? He did everything. He's still here.
Well, there you go again. For every Keith Richards, I'll give you 10 people that didn't get as lucky. So why do you always do that? It doesn't mean nothing when you do that.
It's all genetics.
No, it is not. No, it isn't.
Yeah.
No.
I disagree.
Here you go again. How many times have I given you the example of my stepfather?
Yeah, I don't want to hear it again. Yeah.
Why? Because it's true?
No. I hear the same stories over and over again. Again with you. You know.
All right. Okay. So here's the story again. Okay. My stepfather is somebody who's everybody in his family, the men and the women, his brothers and sisters, all died in their 50s. My stepfather never smoked, and his siblings did. Never smoked, never did drugs, never did anything like that. He's going to be 87 in July. I'm not. He's had cancer though, I will say, but throat cancer several years ago, but he's doing well after that. But anyway, and he's a good example too. Why did the cancer kill him yet? Probably because of his body being in better shape than theirs. Hello, Penny Lane, by the way. I don't want to get in trouble for not mentioning Penny Lane.
Good morning, Penny Lane. Love you.
I do not own a bicycle. No.
I do. I got a 10-speed and a stationary bike.
I went to the store yesterday, and I went down the ice cream aisle. Danny loves this. And I saw Turkey Hill, and I thought of you, Joe. Well, I got to tell you, from now on, I want you to, when you walk down and see fruits and vegetables aisle, I want you to think of me.
Yeah. Starting next month, they're going to have Joe's face on Turkey Hill ice cream.
Yeah, they're gonna have your face on a carton of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Paul still has the energy to perform, which is great. He just has to pick the songs that his voice can cope with. Songs like "I've Got a Feeling" and "Oh Darling" won't work well. Not many songs do work well anymore with his current voice. Honestly, I don't think anymore. But anyhow, but he's losing the energy, man. He doesn't look. Again, people give the guy a break. He's going to be 84. Yeah, I know that. I'm giving him a break. I wish I could do half the things Paul could do when I'm at his age. Okay, I hope I can do half the things. I give him that, but I'm still saying I'm just being like from a journalistic point of view. He's slowing down, even for him now. Him and Ringo both are slowing down now a little bit for them. I'm talking about when you see them. Like, what was that interview that was included? Was it with the director, Neville, Morgan Neville, the Man on the Run? When they showed you that talk that they did afterwards, Paul looked like he was ready for bed, standing there, and he never looks like that, you know. Oh, you got to be kidding me!
Wow. That's a shame.
Oh, that's nice, Eddie. That's nice. Yeah, I didn't want you to stop singing. By the way, I got rid of the videos of you singing, Danny. The ones that I had on my regular channel, my main channel, I took them down. I deleted them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Looks like we made it. that should be Paul's last song, a Barry Manilow song. Looks like
I've never had a close relationship with my stepfather, so I don't know what you mean by that. I just ate 2 bagels. I better cut that out. You better, Eddie, man. You better. Take a tip from me.
a lot of carbs.
Hey, Jude, and maybe I'm amazed are shockers. Well, sometimes the funny thing is, sometimes I hear him do "Maybe I'm Amazed" in 2025, saying he sounds better than he did in 2011.
I like to hear him do Dominoes.
It's pretty amazing to me that William Shatner is 95. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Don't talk too fast because don't talk too fast because there might be next in line.
At 95, it's about time. Let's be honest.
No.
It doesn't mean I ever want to see Captain Kirk die. It doesn't. But the thing is, I'm just saying that he's 95. I mean, you can't. It's so sad. So and so's 98 and he died. What are you talking about? It's great. He lived that long. Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Cinnamon raisin, the best bagel.
Oh, the best flavor.
Yeah, you got a real problem with this, don't you? James Farley's got a real problem with the Dancing Godzilla. No way, man. I'm going to do it to keep annoying you.
Yeah, that James Farley, he's a pain in the ass because I seen what he said about I want to get a new box of devil dogs. He's a wise ass, total wise ass.
Yeah, he sounds really rough on the Magical Mystery Toy. He says here, I meant Magical Mystery Toy. Yeah, he sounds really rough on that.
He's old.
Here we go again.
He's old.
Get out of jail free card. He's old. Listen. Not everybody sounds that way when they were the age he was with the Magical Mystery Tour comment. And number 2, Paul himself sometimes sounded better since the Magical Mystery Tour. So, come on.
Maybe he's smoking too much pot.
Could be. Even one joint's too much for my money.
Yeah. You get that good weed, it sends you for a loop.
Well, this is the truth of the matter, and I don't fault them for this. The band is making him sound better. They should know. They know how to do that. Can you imagine him going totally solo with no band? Well, he does. He sings stuff like "Here Today" and stuff without the band, I think. And but yeah, Danny seems to know what happened while his computer was down. Quotes. Oh.
Because I went to the other page. I went to the other page while I was waiting for StreamYard, and I could see the comments. So,
all right. I think Danny was just. What happened was Danny got pissed. He left.
No, I get pissed.
Then he took a deep breath, waited a while, came back, cooled down, and then he says it's because.
What did I get pissed about? What did I get pissed about?
I don't know. Got to play it back.
Bullshit.
I think I was calling you dumb again or something. Just having fun with you. I need to rattle Danny's chain to make this the best show ever. Yeah, it's kind of like what Marcus does with me. You know, he thinks he rattles my chain, but you know, all I do is respond facts with the guy. I like to correct people. I like to tell them where they're wrong. That doesn't mean I'm rattled. Oh man, Danny, I don't know, man. March 25th. It's almost April. Thank God, man. Oh, I hate December, January, February, March. Holy cow. Tell you that.
April's going to be cold, too.
Yeah, it is, because the world's over.
Richard,
yeah, he loves you.
I love you, James.
So, Danny, what are your thoughts on Paul's voice? There should be a Paul's voice discussion channel.
I don't mind it. People already know when they go to the concert. They know all about his voice because they hear word of mouth and stuff like that. The news goes around quick, But they're going to see a legend, like I said. They're going to see a Beatle, a genius songwriter, and they're happy. They're happy.
And don't you forget it that he genius songwriter. Don't you forget it.
Remember, if he's at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. He's not in any part of the world but there. He's right there. He's no place else in the world, and the world is big. So, you know what I mean?
Exactly, Danny.
I just don't like the constant ticket prices,
Well, they're not as high as everybody says. You don't like anything. You can't handle price. You can't.
No. I got a lot of things to do with my money. I got to watch.
Get out of here.
When you need a car, they're 25,000. Yeah, I'm
Tell
not
me about it. Yeah.
There's people out there know what Rockefeller is. He used to say, "I'm not rich like I'm not Rockefeller." No,
Dan, you worry too much about money. That's your problem.
Yeah, you have to wait till you see gas prices. They ain't done yet.
That's okay. I've heard that shit since I was 10 years old and before I heard my parents and grandparents crying about prices. Gas and every other damn thing, and we survive every time.
It went from $2.69 to $5 a gallon. Come on,
yeah,
Joe.
So what? And eggs originally went from $2 to like $8. Now they're back to now they're back to $2. By the way, we bought 2 cartons the other day. They're like $2.89 or something.
This is how stupid. This is how dumb you are. They had to kill all the chickens because they had a virus.
Danny, I've heard it all before. Prices, blah blah blah. There's always reasons for everything.
Don't worry about it. They're gonna raise your rent. They're gonna throw in another fee, surcharge for fuel.
Yeah, I won't have to worry about that in a couple of years when I move to the new situation.
You ain't going nowhere.
Oh yeah. Oh, Danny, there's Danny with that pea brain of his again.
Wait. The next move you might make is from where you live now to the cemetery.
Yeah, could be. But at least I'm trying to take care of myself now, unlike you.
Yeah, sure. For 2 days, right? The weekend.
You got the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Yeah. I want to say.
Price of veal has gone down. I had veal the other day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pirate Gamer. It shall happen. I got the answer to this. The bird's greatest hits.
Yeah, I don't know. What was it? Maybe Turn, Turn, Turn. I don't know the titles of their albums.
You don't need all their albums; just need the hits.
Oh, Jay-Z.
Who cares, man? You couldn't pay me to see Jay-Z. I don't give a damn.
No, some of those rappers are good. Some of those rappers are really good.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I like DMX. You know, if you see him, he died. He died of cardiac failure. But DMX is some good stuff. You know, there's rap that I like. That gangster rap. I don't like gangster.
4D man says I just came in out of a hailstorm. Jesus, don't go out there. I thought you were always in the house all the time, man. By the way, you notice I didn't have the movie show. Hopefully next week I will. 4D. No, I did perfectly okay in my life without the Birds albums. That's and I'll continue to do okay.
You see, he's a hit man. If it's not
No.
a hit,
I got all how many Bob Dylan albums do you have?
No, repeating the same shit over and over again.
And so you repeat the same. I'm not a hit.
No, I don't.
First of all, I have nothing but pride in the fact that I have a good fondness and my taste is in commercial pop hits from the 50s to the 80s. Nothing again. I feel so proud of myself and I'm happy and content with myself. However, it's not true that I only, for every artist, only like the hits. That's not true.
A lot of times the deep cuts are better than the hit songs.
Some cases, but not a lot.
Yeah. There's a lot of good music out there you're not listening to.
Like that crappy song from Neil Sedaka, the Immigrant. That was a terrible song.
No, it's not a terrible song. Because that song was made back when they were trying to deport him.
I don't care. It's a lousy song. It's not catchy or anything. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's a great song. Great tune.
Oh, Tom. Hey, Tom. Tom likes the song. I was saying I think it's a terrible title. I really love the title of Paul's upcoming album, Very Liverpool. Maybe, Andy Nichols sent me a text and he said to me, that's because you don't get it. You don't get the title, Joe. Well, maybe if I get it a little more, I don't know why everything has to be that you have to get it or you have to understand it or you got to figure it out. Maybe I'll appreciate it more, I'm very proud. I'll tell you, I'm very proud to say that in some cases, I am 3-song Joe. There's some artists where it's worth hearing more than 3 songs. Absolutely.
And Joe says about Bob Dylan, either you get it or you don't get it. So
right.
He speaks with 2 tongues.
Very good. You're very sharp on that one.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Either you get it or you don't get it.
Let's take a 3-song Joe. All right. John Fred and his Playboy Band. How many songs do you like by him, Luke? By them. Lucy in the Sky. Judy in Disguise. Judy in Disguise with Glasses. Okay, that's the only hit they had. What other songs do you like by them? Tell me other 10 songs you like by them. Explain the title to me. What am I missing? You mean because Liverpool is like a tough town? Is that what it is? Yes, I own a few of Bob Dylan's bootleg series stuff. Come on, Beetle Eddie. We talked about this already. The Boys from Dungeon Lane. Terrible title. Okay, I still don't like it. I don't like the name of it. I don't like the name. Dungeon Lane sounds very dismal. I don't like it. Even if it's a real street, I don't like it. Penny Lane, I like that. That's a real street too.
Is the Boys referring to the Beatles? The Boys?
We don't know if it's a double album yet either. We don't know.
Yeah. Answer my question. Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Hey, stupid! What did you just say? You think I know? I don't know. Ask Paul. Ask him what it refers to. I don't know what he's thinking yet. We don't know about it yet. It's in the lyrics of "In Liverpool." Is that the Ringo song in Liverpool? Look, Tom, and everybody else. I accept that it's a real street name. It's a lousy street name. If there's a street name called, Cock and Bull Road. I think it's a lousy freaking name. You know what I mean? Even if it's a real title, a real street, I don't like the sound of it. Here we go. Did my message go to another guy? No, a song he performed in 2008. Okay. Hope Paul's album comes out in 5 different colors. Danny's going to buy all of them.
Yeah, that's minimum 5 colors. Minimum.
Well, it doesn't matter because I don't buy multicolors all. Nope.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's going to be his downfall album.
Sure. Come on, Danny, pick up the pace here.
Nah, I'm not in the mood.
I'm sure we'll hear the title track performed in LA this weekend. And let me just say to cover my ass, I will gladly eat a little crow if it turns out that I wind up liking the title down the road when I feel more comfortable with it. Right now, my first impression is I don't like it.
Who cares about the title of the album? As long as the songs are good.
Oh, shut the hell up. Who cares?
I feel better now. Robert P. is here. Good morning, Robert P. How are you?
Robert. Listen, I people like you drive. You know what it is? I have to avoid people. If you watch videos by people who have retirement channels, a lot of them say when they're in their 60s and up, they avoid people. They can't take people.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get like that with people.
Yeah.
I mean, who cares what the title is? Listen, if somebody put a gun to my head and said, "Hey, you got to make a choice. You think the music is more important or the title?" I'd say, "Oh, the music, for sure. Definitely." But what's wrong with having a cool title with it? Is that a problem?
It's no big deal. Come on.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal when you've studied Beatles and solo Beatles, and for the rest of my life, I'm going to be rattling off titles.
You studied Beatles and
yeah,
solo?
yes, studying Beatles my whole life, and
you think
and
you're
solo Beatles. And there are some titles that are really cool, and some that are not so cool. And I'll have to be referring to this title the rest of my life.
Yeah, Robert P. is good that you slept 8 hours. It's very good. That's when you do most of your healing.
Yeah, Back to the Egg. I like that title because that's like going back to the beginning. You know,
that album sucks. I don't like that album at all.
Talking to you, fucking guy that loves like Oasis. Guy who loves Oasis.
I love Oasis. Give me Oasis.
We know that. You said that, silly. I got more sleep than usual last night. That's a funny thing, you know. And I had a dream I was going to talk about. Like, I ever have a dream, and I say, "Oh, I got to remember this. I got to remember this dream. I got to tell everybody on the live stream. It was an interesting dream." And then, you know, it had to do with me going back to my old job again. But then by the time I wake up and I think about it, it doesn't make any sense to the dream. So it's hard to explain it if you can even remember it. There are days I want to be left alone. Absolutely.
That's right. I don't want to hear everybody's drama. What for?
Greetings, Jim.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
Paul has had terrible album titles before. Yeah, and I don't know if you mean to say that I'm saying he never did. I don't know if that's what you mean, or you're just saying in general. Do you have a favorite album cover of all? It'll take time to think about that.
Yeah.
Least favorite Beatles album title? Beatles for Sale. I don't like Beatles for Sale. You know, Tom, I never thought of that. Let me think about it. It might be sometime in New York City because it's like the New York Times. sometime in New York City. Could be. Now that you mention it. At 60 years old, I don't have the desire to spend my time with other people like I once did. There you go. See?
Yeah, when you get up there in age, everybody has health problems, this problem, that problem. You got to hear it all. And there's nothing you could do for them.
Woke up, sugar was 96. We made cookies out of chickpea with no sugar, and they were good.
I gotta have Robin try that. I gotta have her try it. She'll look it up. And she'll try it. She's very good in baking. Very good.
Dungeon Lane, Abbey Road, Broad Street, Penny Lane. Paul Shore likes his road. But see, even with an example like this, I like this. I like the sound of Abbey Road. I like the sound of Broad Street. Penny Lane. I like that. Dungeon Lane, I don't love. Maybe the album will reflect it, I expect it to be a darker, harder album then, if that's the case. Hello.
Hello.
Restore everywhere. Things are not just weird now, man. A lot of great albums have not so great titles. In Through the Outdoor. That's a great title. That's a great title. Makes you think. Go in through the outdoor. That's great. Dark Side of the Moon is a great title too. I don't know about that last one. I don't know what that is.
Israeli Gears. That's by Cream. Dumb shit. Not Gas.
I like a few songs by Cream. Wife Made Ginger Snaps. Low sugar and good too.
And that's right. Dark Side of the Moon. Everybody knows Dark Side of the Moon. All they gotta hear is that title. They know Dark Side of the Moon. Pink Floyd.
I finally got the Man on the Run CD, giving it to Brad. Why do you give everything away, bud? I mean, come on, keep something for yourself. Come on. You deserve it. You deserve to keep stuff.
He don't want stuff. It doesn't mean anything. Material stuff don't mean anything.
But he's always getting it.
Yeah, but he's not holding on to it.
By the way, how many records do you have in your house about?
A lot. Plenty.
How many CDs you got?
1,600.
So be quiet then.
No. I like my records. I don't buy.
I'm the one that's going to be selling mine. You're holding on to the stuff.
You're going to regret it. You're going to down the road. No, you did that when you first started videos. You're talking about
right. Years before I started the videos. And let me tell you something. I was a lot younger then too, and there was still time to collect them. Okay, there's no time anymore. I'm not going to be buying a lot of shit that's going to sit here for the 10 years I have left, or 15 or 20. That ain't going to happen. Well, you have to, imagine no possessions. Are you another person who doesn't understand that lyric? It doesn't mean you have to give them away.
No, that's what he wants to do, Robert P. He doesn't want. He's putting the shit in his computer or a hard drive, whatever he does, and then the physical copy he's giving away because he doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah.
The question is, he told us how much music he got on a computer or a hard drive like that. If you can't listen to that in your lifetime, I can give him another 100 years. You can never play everything.
I support physical media, and I do keep a lot, but I like the cover, but no mini posters, so give it away, right?
Right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. What's on everybody's minds here, so-called minds?
Pirate Gamer, I don't have any pictures of my collection. I got my collection in a bedroom that used to be a bedroom. Now it's an audio room because I can't put a bed in there. And I have everything in alphabetical order in blue totes, those large blue totes with the covers to keep them from getting dirty, dusty, all that shit. And they're standing upright. you know. And so when I go at the outside, I got marked, you know, A, B, C, D, you know. I go by, I go by, I don't. Everybody else goes like this. If it was David Bowie, it'll be on the B. I put it on the D.
Well,
Okay.
that's I know why you do that. You probably can't figure it out as easy.
No, 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 no. That's the method I use. It doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make any difference. Like the Beatles will be on the B, of course.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Why don't you put them on the T for the?
No, no, nobody does that. That'd be ridiculous.
Well, people do that. That's ridiculous.
Anyway, yeah, I can flip like just like a record store. You go to a record store, I can flip instead of having them vertical like that. You have to turn your head sideways, and you can't see anything because a lot of time the binder's cracked and you can't make it out. I can flip through like just like in a record store and find the stuff very easy. Nice.
I think it opens in April sometime.
Yeah.
Hypothetical, if the White Album was given a proper title and name after a track of the album, which track do you think would have been a good album title? Out of the tracks on the album, I'd have to think. I'd say there's 32 songs. I got to sit here and I got to think of all 32 songs. It takes time. You know what I mean? Glass Onion's a good one.
Helter Skelter by the Beatles.
That's a good title.
There you go. That would
I like that better. See, Daddy finally comes up with a good idea.
Although I do not like Helter Skelter. I don't like it.
That's your problem.
I don't like that song.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't mean much to me anymore either. Danny doesn't understand that. You change. It's like I don't need all that shit anymore. I don't.
No, I don't need any more stuff or more shit. But I like the stuff that I have. Robin knows what to do with it. It's like money in the bank for her. She can sell. I got 99.9% of my records are pristine condition. You know.
They didn't pose in 1964. It was 66. Yeah, Helter Skelter is a good title. That's a good one.
Yeah, come out with an album like that with a bunch of chopped up babies and stuff like that is totally ridiculous. Totally.
I don't think ridiculous is the word. I don't think it's cool. I like it's cool.
Nah, it's not cool. Nah.
And it shows them, being like, now they're a little bit more dirty than they used to be. They're not so clean cut.
Nah, bullshit.
Great. It's a great idea.
That's why they pulled it off the market, right?
Yeah, but it was 1966. Okay. They had values then. They don't have them anymore.
Values?
Yes. That's why they took it off. You just got done saying they took it off.
You're gonna have a fucking yelling at me.
Because you're dumb. That's why.
Yeah, you would do that face to face. You would never do that to me. Because you're being for
We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
I'll knock you on your ass in 2 seconds.
You better make sure. Better make sure I don't get up. Because if I get up, I'll knock you on yours.
I'll be jumping.
Anyway, you're sitting here. It shows you your stupidity. You sit here and you say, "Oh, back then, and they banned the cover, right?" And then I say, "Yeah, because they had values back then." And you're like, "What do you mean values? What do I have values?" You just said it yourself.
So wait a minute. Why did you put out to begin with? Stupid idea.
Yeah, okay.
That person should have been fired.
When I need advice from you, I will ask for it.
Yeah, 60 years ago. Today, that the butcher cover photo was taken.
I don't think it would have caused. Well, maybe at 68 it might have caused an issue. Who the hell knows? Absolutely. It's all a matter of opinion, of course.
Yeah, John sang that song, right?
What, the Happiness of Warm Gun?
He did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't happy when it was in the other hands.
First of all, that came from a magazine. He saw it on a magazine title and he used it. He wasn't doing anything. Well, you shut up, you idiot. Anyway, do you have a Butcher cover? Yeah, I do. It's not a big thrill anymore like it was years ago. It's too common now. There you go.
Oh, Oasis did very well touring.
Oh, nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect, Marcus. I agree with you there. You see, that's the thing. People cherry pick. Oh, this was still bad. That was still bad. Look, things are much worse today. There's no family values anymore. Okay, watch every freaking day. Things are popping up on this phone of people walking down the street and just sucker punching people and knocking them down and stuff like that. And don't tell me that back in the day that went on all the time too. Just that they didn't have camera phones or security cameras to see it. It might have happened once in a while. You could cherry pick it. Everybody knows it wasn't like that back then. So not everything was perfect back then. I agree with you. There's a lot of improvements today in some ways, but I'm sorry. You're too young to know. What do you say, Elliot?
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, what else?
There you go. Sgt. Pepper, the greatest cover, greatest songs. There, I said it. It's not my favorite Beatle album, but I could understand why it was a masterpiece and innovative classic. Piccolina.
Hello. Good morning.
I had 8 butchers, and one was First State. Sold them all over the years. Yeah, you took that one I wanted too. That beautiful copy that was on the Infinity Wall, which I almost got, except that when I got my tax refund, I had to get the root canal done, and that was more important at the time. As far away from Danny as she can get.
She's at Joe's house right now. She didn't get out of bed yet. Shit. Joel's mad. Spelt wrong. Spelt wrong.
There you go. I don't like AI, man. It's creating havoc in the world. Nobody knows what's real and what's not anymore. Terrible.
That's good.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait another 2-3 years. You're really not going to know whether you're coming or going.
Hey, you got to remember Charlie. Charlie didn't kill anybody. Charlie was not a murderer.
Are you going to defend that lunatic?
Yeah, I do. I do. If you're stupid enough to listen to somebody, that's your problem.
Yeah, well, how come other people get arrested for that if somebody else did the killing? If say a wife pays a hitman to,
that's different. The girls didn't get paid.
The guy's crazy. That guy. He did a lot of stuff to hurt people.
It was suggested, but he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, we know that. Okay, whatever. Not that we know of, by the way, at that time, but I'm sure he did in his life.
No, he didn't.
You know, you got some backwards ass thinking, man, with a lot of things. You know, but you like the guy who murdered the CEO of the drug company.
What are you gonna say shit like that on the fucking live stream? You know, you got
because you said it here on the live stream.
No, I didn't say it on the live stream.
You did. We talked. You did.
No, don't tell me what I said I didn't say.
You did. You did.
You're a fucking idiot, man. You got a big mouth. You're worse than a woman.
It's like a punch in yours. Watch it.
Bullshit. You're a wimp. I knock you down. I knock you on your ass in fucking 2 seconds.
Daddy, you couldn't even walk to get to me.
Chuck Norris was bad. Wait till you see me.
You couldn't even walk to get to me, tough man. Let me tell you that.
Man. I would never commit a crime with you. We'll be in jail in fucking 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I'm only going that because you kind of like said that on a live stream.
No, I didn't say that. Don't tell me what I said.
Blatantly like that, but you know what I mean.
No. I don't know.
Let me ask you this then: does that guy deserve to be in jail? You think?
Well, for all the people that were denied health care and stuff like that because of their decisions, you let me know.
Yeah, he does. He murdered somebody, sure. But anyway, you defend the wrong people, I think, sometimes. That's what I think.
No. People that are getting denied because the insurance companies don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. They like the money coming in, but they don't want to pay when somebody
you don't take it into your own hands and rub somebody out.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. There you go.
There's always a few more, you know.
Okay, so all right, folks, come on.
I was hoping there was copycats out there. I was
Nothing's
hoping.
changed. The drug companies are exactly the same.
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, nothing changed by that guy. That
No,
murderer
it was a symbol.
didn't do anything. Yeah, if I have to take one of the two, I'd go for Christmas Eve probably. No, it's the music is pretty poor on it. The 3 songs are good. The rest, not so much. Okay, Heroes and Icon channel. Oh, interesting. It does have a terrible, terrible cover. Yeah, Pet Sounds. Yeah.
And I think it's a nice cover with those animals there. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. With the Beach Boys there feeding and petting
How
animals.
sweet.
That shit. Bunch of wimp bags out there. Not you, Robert P. I'm not talking about you. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Boring as hell.
Better than a bunch of chopped up Beatles on chopped up babies on the Beatles' laps. Come on.
I got news for you. There's no chopped up babies on the cover.
Yeah, I seen it. Don't tell me.
So you ready again to go down here and tell me, tell everybody here that on the butcher cover of the Beatles from 1966, there are chopped up babies on it.
Yeah, I seen pictures. I think there's recreations of that, but there's meat. Still gross.
There's dolls. They're dolls, Danny. Dolls.
Still, the idea of blood and stuff like that. Come on, Joe, you're wrong. You know,
What blood?
there's blood on the
I don't think
cover.
there's blood on it. Just on the meat. The meat.
There you go. It's the same shit.
Danny, you know what? You were a wimp, man. You are a
I
wimpy
can't
guy.
believe. I can't believe. You gotta move this video over to Me, Mr. Mayo, the Beatles channel.
Yeah, what are we talking about? I'm so tired of talking. I'm gonna make it a rule that we don't talk about Beatles over here.
Yeah, I think it should be.
I'm really
Yeah,
gonna make it a rule in the future going
you
forward.
should make a rule. You should make a rule, okay? Because you know they do it on purpose. They're getting good laughs behind the comments. They're laughing because they put more and more and more up. And this is supposed to be a different kind of channel, you know.
Well, let me ask you a question though. If we didn't talk about like the butcher cover here, for example, how else would we know that you're so dead wrong about it?
Oh, Robert P. There's no reason to be sorry at all. That's right. Robert P. is supposed to be about diet, food, health, how long we're gonna live. Talk
I feel
about
like the chat would be a lot slower otherwise, to be honest. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I do enough of Beatles stuff on my Beatles channel.
we gotta talk about Joe. Are you gonna be buried or cremated?
Yeah, I still don't know.
Well, if you're gonna be buried, you better look at a plot now because in 15 years it'll be about $20,000 for a plot.
Hey,
30,000.
I have insurance.
No, you got life insurance, but how much your life insurance you got?
Enough to cover arrangements.
I don't know. Prices are going up.
But I still believe live for now, man. I'd rather cancel that and then enjoy my life now. Spend it now, the money. When I'm dead, who cares,
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, boy, you get tough with me, man. You better watch yourself, man. Chair exercise. My chair exercise class has been doing good. I have 16 people. Really?
16 people.
I didn't know
Wow.
you had a big class like that, Robert.
It ends May. My birthday
I have
month.
my exercise. Here we go. Ready? That
I'm
hurts,
telling-
actually. It
I'm
feels like
telling
I've
you,
been doing that.
I'm telling you, Joe, you should join the gym.
I don't have to join the gym. No,
You don't have to go on one of those treadmills. You go on.
I don't have to. I don't have to. As long as I walk every day or close to every day. Hold on, I'm not done. As long as I walk every day and I continue to have no sugar and no carbs, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, it's all been said. Enough is enough, really.
Yeah, you know, there's other things in life. They're gone in 60 years.
And how come there's so much? It drives people nuts who say that because it's all over the place. People have not forgotten. It's all over. How many channels are there?
I just don't understand it. Okay. I would be happy if people talk about their family life, their parents, how adorable their parents are, or whatever.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
These are people we don't even know. We don't know what's true.
Oh, please. They're so fascinating.
Come on.
We didn't know a lot of people. We didn't know Abraham Lincoln. We didn't know Columbus. We didn't know. These are people that are talked Mozart. What are you talking about? These are historical figures.
Nah, bullshit. Bullshit historical. There's people that hate the Beatles. My brother didn't like the Beatles at all.
So your brother was not just stupid because he ate himself the wrong foods to death and took drugs and things.
No, he didn't. You giving out misinformation. He didn't eat the wrong foods. He had congestive heart failure. You're being a
baloney. Speaking of bad foods, you told me he was eating sugar. You ate sugar all the time.
Yeah, he didn't listen, but he died of congestive heart failure.
So no, don't use your. I'm just saying, don't use your. I'm trying to make fun of your brother, but you made me do it. Don't use him as some kind of authority then of what's good music and not. You know what I mean?
We're so sorry, Uncle Albert. We're so sorry if we caused you any pain. The kettle's on the boil. We're so easy brought away.
I thought you got rid of those clips.
You don't listen to nothing, do you? I made it clear that I talked about the videos of them that I put on my main channel. The videos I took down.
Oh, the videos.
Come on, man. Yeah, there's some respect for Danny's brother. Rest in peace, Guido.
Yeah, you know what he did? He did a live stream. He did a live stream before. I think I came on. Yeah, I came on the day he died, and he said something to the effect. I don't know how he was talking about my brother's death. And he says, "I want to get it over with."
Get it out. Stop exaggerating the way it came out, okay?
Yeah, I forgot what it was, but I think it was. Yeah, I think he made 2 videos that day.
Yeah, we got to get it right. So let's talk about it now and get it over with. And
Get it over with. How can you get over it?
It didn't come out right, okay? It didn't come out right. I didn't mean that.
Shit. You don't care. You didn't care about my brother.
He didn't care about himself.
Nobody's perfect.
You constantly were bringing him back and forth. He was in a hospital every week because he wouldn't eat right. He kept eating shit. He wasn't taking care of himself. You said it to me.
No, he went in a hospital. He was going in a hospital often because his lungs were filling up with water. That's what happened.
That's not what you told me at the time.
No, that's what happened. He couldn't breathe because his body's filling up with water.
You should stop being annoying to me.
You're annoying, man. You told me that. I know you did. I wouldn't be saying that otherwise. And then his whoever else, his wife and your sister, right? They used to say, "Oh, come on, he's got to change or whatever. He got to eat better. He's not listening. He don't listen. He don't listen." You used to tell me, right?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, Daddy. What can I do with you, man?
Why do I have to waste my time outwitting morons?
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's Burt Bacharach.
That's never happening.
Another great.
That is never going to happen.
We should be talking about the music of Burt Bacharach.
Oh yeah, he's certainly worth talking about more than the Beatles.
Oh, he wrote a song that the Beatles did.
Well, I don't think so. There's always new things to talk about that we haven't talked about. Sure. Oh, it's doing great. It's sitting behind me.
Yeah, collecting dust. No garbage, just dust.
Well, what else is it supposed to be doing?
You're supposed to have it sitting where people could see it.
Yeah.
First of all, you're supposed to have 2 rooms: one music room, one movie room.
Maybe I'll have that when we move to another place.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
No, it's going to happen because again, with that pea brain of yours, all Danny does is he just looks at how things are going and just thinks that's always going to be how they are because that's how the pattern's been up to now. So he can't even imagine that things would change ever at any point.
You ain't moving.
Okay, Danny.
You'll see.
Okay. I know one thing for sure. You're not going to stop smoking. That I know. You said you want to smoke.
Enjoy smoking. Why would I stop?
Yeah, it kills you.
Nah, who cares? You really care? My dogs are good alarm dogs.
I got to start getting ready to go soon. We got to get off here soon.
What happened? What happened? Get him up.
I don't want basements. Robert P., I told you, I'm concerned about floods and things. Basement doesn't interest me.
Oh, come on. You're the wimpiest person. I'm worried about hurricanes. I'm worried about tornadoes. I'm worried about floods.
I'm smiling because I have no shame in that. Why would I want to have earthquakes and floods and tornadoes? Why would I?
In the event of an attack, New York City is a great place to hit. That in California. Those 2 places.
I'm not in New York City.
Yeah, you're close enough. The atomic bomb is a 150-mile radius of destruction all the way around.
Well, somebody's trying to make sure that doesn't happen.
Nah, bullshit. Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. Like 9/11, Pearl Harbor. Yeah, sure. No floods here. That's what you tell him, Robert P. No floods here. Worry about floods.
Okay, I'm not putting anything in the basement. That's just me.
He's gonna miss the record store too much. He's gonna miss Don and all the rest.
I never go there anymore. Come on? You're so desperately trying to get me. I don't go there anymore. What are you talking about? I don't do records anymore. Do you see You see a lot of videos of the record store anymore? Come on.
Because there's nobody there.
Please. Done with records. Largely done with records. That doesn't mean you're not going to see one video every 7 months or something.
Give it up. Save your money. That's right, MC 1964. You go to live where it's cheap. Doesn't matter. You don't know anybody.
Sure. Sure. A lot of things will be going. Oh, believe me, I got a dumpster out here. A lot of shit's gonna go in that dumpster. Yeah, well, anyway, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. I like the way you word that. The best day possible. I like that because it's very difficult these days to have a good day. But you too, enjoy it.
You, Robert P. Take care. You and yours.
Well, we're getting near the end here. I got to get my tax stuff ready.
Oh, I got mine. All I got to do is wait for the call to pick it up. I'm coming. It's my Lola. It's a Lola.
Okay, on that note, I'm ready to sign off because we're done with the show. Thank you all for watching. Oh, this date, I'll put him up to get Lola out of the picture, though, because don't forget, the reason I don't like Lola is because Lola bit her master and drew blood.
You like that idea. It says smiles on your face. You're part of the Grumpy Old Man show. Yeah, James.
Hey, Lola. Get out of there, Lola. All right, anyway. That's it, folks. So anyway, talk soon.
Bye, everybody.
It is what it is, and see you next time. And the dogs are saying goodbye.